The average person of which country spends more for their respective holiday?
Spends more.
Spends more. Okay, the answer is...
What?
Oh.
Welcome to a very special episode of the vlog. I am Joseph, the Canadian.
And as always, Jason, the American.
Today we're talking Independence Day versus Canada Day. What are the differences? What do these days actually mean? Do we know anything at all?
Probably not.
Well, guess what? We're gonna find out because my grade 10 history teacher is actually gonna come on the call to tell us.
You mean your sophomore year teacher?
No. Yep. Yes, still makes no sense to me. And he's gonna quiz us. And through that we'll learn, because I don't know.
So you're saying I should have studied before this?
Well, I did, so I sure hope you did.
I feel like I'm back in high school where I forgot to study for the test.
It's like that horrible dream I keep having.
Yeah.
Are you getting a haircut in the middle of this episode?
Yeah. Oh, and a beard cut, my daughter.
Oh.
You know Sophia. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
I can't wait to see the end of this video. Also, Jason's new company, our isolation updates. Clearly, we see you're being updated right now. Is the border still closed?
Oh, it's close. Joseph's on a podcast?
I was. We'll talk about that.
Oh, cool.
We got mail.
We got mail?
We got mail.
Yay!
All coming up now.
Wait, what is Canada Day?
It's the day we celebrate our independence.
It was on our calendar?
My calendar.
Oh, it's on our calendar. Wow.
By the way, you see my new large flag? I've
Very
upgraded.
impressive. You really stepped up your game for Canada Day.
Yeah, I got so many things. In case I need to take a note, I can use this notebook, eh? Read this later. Perfect. I got this spiffy hat for no reason. Terrible. I don't look good in caps, but it says Canada, so I bought it.
You look like a dweeb.
I always look like a dweeb. Also, our branded Canada mask.
Oh my gosh.
Masks, they're so in right now. What is Independence Day to you?
The 4th of July.
This is the thing, you call it the date. It doesn't mean as much as actually Independence Day, but you call it by the day for some reason.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. We never say Happy 1st.
Happy 1st of July.
Honestly, until I lived among Americans and like worked with, among Americans, I never knew you literally called it 4th of July way more often than you call it Independence Day.
Oh yeah, I would say that's probably more common.
How do you normally celebrate?
We usually go to my cabin in Pennsylvania. There's like this town near our cabin that we all go to, and they have the best fireworks show you'll ever see this side of the border.
Really?
It's amazing. It's set in between these mountain ranges, and so it echoes, and it's incredible.
So you're not going this year?
No,
though?
they canceled it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Everything's canceled here as well.
What is Independence Day for you? What do you do?
Well, it's Canada Day. There's fireworks and there's all that. I guess for me personally, I never really had it as a huge holiday. It is a holiday, obviously, it's a day off and all that.
Yeah.
As there is in the United States. But as me personally, it was never like a huge family event or anything
Really?
like that. It was
So you
like,
don't celebrate
never,
like a big
no.
party and cookout?
Speaking for me, I never grew up that way. Maybe that's different across the nation. I follow a lot of people, Americans, because I work with all you guys. And like everyone loves this week, and it's like I've never had that affinity to Canada Day being like, my God, this is the week. It's never been like that. Because it's definitely, there's celebrations all over the country and like fireworks. It is big. I don't know about the family aspect of it being the thing, so that's what I want to know, and I want you to tell us if I'm in the wrong or what, because I'm interested. I don't know the history too much, and I don't know about the history of Independence Day. I don't know if you do.
You know a little?
This is why I got my grade 10 history teacher to come, because I don't know.
We celebrate it because that was when we declared our independence from Britain.
Right, and I think we are in the same boat, although we were much later.
Much, much later.
Before we go any further, should we bring in Mr. Zimmer, my grade 10 history teacher?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Hey. Hi, I'm Jason.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Tell us what you got for us, Mr. Zimmer.
It's kind of fun to dig into the stuff because you don't really study the history of holidays so much. Wait till you see some of the stuff I found out. United States, it's a country that was born, out of conflict and strife, and they fought for their independence. They fought for what they believed in. And Canada, we just politely asked to leave, and Queen Victoria was like, okay. Americans didn't start celebrating until 1870 when the U.S. Congress finally made it a federal holiday. First Canada Day was the day the British North America Act was signed on July the 1st, 1867. And they weren't celebrating Canada Day. They were actually celebrating Dominion Day.
I knew this.
You remember that?
Well, I looked it up earlier.
Oh, okay. There you go. The thing is, we as Canadians don't celebrate it until 1917. And we don't really see it kind of spreading across the country until 1958, when the government of Canada is like, we see what the Americans are doing down there. They're having these big celebrations. Meanwhile, our parliament is still going to work on Dominion Day. The name is going to get changed on July the 9th, 1982 from Dominion Day to Canada Day. But Canadians are really reluctant to celebrate Canada Day. There's almost a national embarrassment of being like, you want us to put ourselves out there? Like, we're Canadians. We know who we are. We don't need to necessarily do this.
Jason and I were just talking about this earlier, where, you know, in the US, it's a huge holiday and people really like, this is one of their favorite parts of the year. Where I was like, Canada Day has never been that for me. It's never been a huge family thing. Is it because we're so new to it?
Yeah, I think we never had it ingrained as part of our national identity. And I think because we kind of asked to leave, it really hasn't been until maybe the last 30 years where Canadians are starting to celebrate it more and more.
That answers our question, Jason.
Yeah.
I really think we're too polite.
Yeah, it's our day, I guess. Can we get to the quiz?
Sure. Joseph, you remember my tests. Sometimes I throw a few curveballs at you. That being said, you usually did pretty good. You were a lot smarter than, you know, people give you credit for.
Thank you.
I'm going to read you the question. I need you to both hold up the signs. I will tell you who is right. Question number 1. Which document has more signatures on it, the USA or Canada?
No, this one.
Final answers?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It is the United States. 56 people signed the Declaration of Independence. Only 36 signed here in Canada. Question number 2. Both countries are going to see people wearing their flags on their national holidays. T-shirts, hats, but in which country is this act actually illegal?
Okay.
It is the United States.
Yeah, this is illegal.
Flag police aren't going to come to your house, Jason. Question 3. The average person of which country spends more for their respective holiday?
Spends more.
Spends more. Okay, the answer is Canada.
Yes!
Oh. Average Canadian will spend $75 on Canada Day. American spends $73. Ontario, the average person spends $109.
What?
Whereas the leader in the United States is Pennsylvania. They spend $78.40.
That makes sense because your cabin is in Pennsylvania, Jason, and you have the best fireworks in the country, you say.
Yeah, they spend all their money on the fireworks there.
It's actually fireworks, beer, and food are the way in which the Americans spend their money on that day. Whereas Canada, beer was our first.
Okay, that makes sense too.
Okay, question 4.
Oh boy.
Which country has officially made Santa Claus a citizen?
Yeah, I gotta go with Canada on that one. I
It
feel
is
like
Canada.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that because he's in Canada?
In 2012, our immigration minister declared that he's a citizen. He said, you know what's better proof? Santa Claus wears red and white. That's the colors of Canada, okay?
Gotta be Canadian.
Question 5. Which country once had a plan to invade the other country called War Plan Red?
I have to go to the USA.
The answer? The United States.
Okay.
It was declassified in 1974 and it actually caused a lot of friction between Canada and the U.S. because Canada was like, wait a minute, you were planning on invading us? Like, come on.
Isn't that like the plot from Canadian Bacon?
It is the plot from Canadian Bacon. I know this from watching your videos. The big invasion point was going to be coming from Buffalo across the Niagara River. So Buffalo was one of the main staging grounds.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, eh? More quiz coming up. But first, is the border still closed? Can we see each other?
No, not until what? Like
late July.
They're gonna keep extend it, man. Like there's no way.
You guys are not doing so well with the virus.
We're not doing great. Although Buffalo's doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, well, you're basically Canadian.
Give us some of that Canadian air.
Quickly, any update on your isolation? Anything interesting happen? Did you start a company?
I did.
What is it?
I no longer work with you, as
That's
you know.
the sad part of this. But it's for better things for you, especially. Like
this is my next step in life. I'm moving on. I'm starting a company called Uplifter Video, and we are creating great videos for people who do good in the community. So I'm just really excited about where it takes me and my business partner, Mark.
If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. Actually, I know you're working with an organization called 11-Day Power Play.
The 11-Day Power Play, originally in 2017, was an attempt at a world record-breaking hockey game for 11 straight days nonstop.
They play hockey for 11 days.
40 guys on a rotation of shifts for 11 days straight. It was built in order to fight cancer. So this is their 4th year. Obviously with COVID and everything, there's just a big issue with trying to get that many people into the building at one time. How do we do it? So they've asked us to kind of partner with them to put their YouTube page out to the public and maybe eventually go remote or live with content.
Oh, like live on YouTube.
That would be the hope.
And you're trying to raise money through the live event.
So we need the YouTube page to be bumped in subscribers to give ourselves the benefits that a 1,000 subscriber YouTube channel can get. And right now they're only at like just under 400 subscribers. I need to pump them up to 1,000. And I thought with this and with so many people watching that maybe, you know, they'd be willing to
help
hit that subscribe button for 11 Day.
For a good cause, for sure. Let's do it. All right, you can subscribe to them. We get their link right up here or in the description below. Please, let's get them to 1,000 subscribers.
I'd love to be able to tell them that this group was the sole reason that they were able to get those 500 plus subscribers in the matter of like a day or two.
Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. Let's do it. Let's show them. Videos that you're making are going to go up on there?
Yeah, that's the benefit of obviously subscribing here, is that there's going to be great features, great stories. It's amazing for me to be a part of something like this, but then hopefully sharing it with the audience that we have is actually really exciting. I know it's not American versus Canadian, but it's hockey.
It's hockey.
So that's Canadian-ish. Yeah, and cancer doesn't matter where you are. It affects everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't know borders. Did you like travel into the future and finish your haircut or something? I missed something.
No, it's always been like that.
Oh.
Yeah. How's your quarantine going?
I went to my wife's mom's cottage. No. That's honestly from probably last year's Canada Day. This is awesome. It's about an hour away from our house. It's a nice sanctuary away. It's been an interesting week. Wondering why Leah has a bandage on her head. She bumped her head. I was standing beside her, I was holding her hand while she was sitting on a chair. She went down, lost the grip, hit her head on the side of a table. Went to the hospital, stitches, masks, everything. I wasn't allowed in. Only Carly, my wife, had to go in there. Up until that point, she was totally fine, other than a gash in her head. She's tough. Tough girl. Look, all the cards are different. Okay, pick a card. Any card you want. Any card. Okay, show the camera.
Other side.
Let's see. Thank you. So watch this. We're gonna look. Clap your hands, and we'll get your card back. Hey, there it is, back on the top. See this? You put your card back into the middle. Snap your fingers. Hey, it's back to the top. Watch this. We're gonna bend the card. Sorry for this. We're gonna bend it so you can see. Look at the bend. Watch this. So, you see that pop back up? Reaction shot.
I don't get it.
Leah, what do you think? Thank you. Now, back to the quiz.
Question 6. Which country has a state or province which the national holiday is actually dedicated to something called Moving Day? And we actually see more people move that day than any other day of the year. Canada is the correct answer.
All right.
Quebec. In Quebec, most home leases start and end on July 1st. Number 7. Which document, the British North America Act or the Declaration of Independence, has a message scrolled across the back?
Is that from National Treasure?
I knew you were thinking National Treasure. It's not quite as exciting as Nicolas Cage, but the answer is the U.S.
Okay.
They actually have written across the back, Original Declaration of Independence, 1776. Nothing's written across the back of the British North America Act, so there's not like some secret poutine recipe or something back there.
I'm up by 1, by the way.
It's because you've gotten none wrong.
That's right.
How am I supposed to compete with that?
Here's where it gets a little harder, Jason, for him. We'll see. We'll see if Joseph can bring it home. You're going for the pride of your country here.
No pressure.
Okay, here we go. In which country, as part of its national holiday celebration, did residents of a small town erect the world's only UFO landing pad?
That sounds American to me.
Okay, the answer is Canada.
Oh!
The world's only flying saucer launching and landing pad in St. Paul, Alberta, to celebrate our country's 100th anniversary. The hope was that the aliens would come down and join us for our 100th anniversary. So we're at a tie now.
Tie game. 2 to go.
2 to go.
Oh, there's only 2 left.
I got a curveball for number 10. So
We'll be back to the quiz in a second, but first, we got mail.
Oh, we got mail. Where's that from?
This is from Japan. It's from Critical Eats Japan. I apologize because we've had this for months. It just took a long time for me to get to it because as soon as it got delivered to where it was, the pandemic hit and I couldn't get to it.
Open it. What is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna try.
You've never opened it before?
I haven't opened it yet. Honestly, I've been waiting for this very moment. You know how hard it is not to open a box?
Yeah. This is exciting.
Whoa, look at this.
What is it? McDonald's.
Oh, it's teriyaki sauce from McDonald's in Japan.
Whoa, cool.
It must be, oh, it's a powder. Oh, there's a note. Greetings, Joseph and Jason. I have been a viewer for some time now and also run my own YouTube channel called Critical Eats Japan, where I often feature Japanese burgers and snacks. I know you do a lot of Canada versus USA comparison videos, but I hope you can find the use for these. I have labeled them in case you weren't too sure what some of them were. Critical Eats Japan is a YouTube channel.
Wow.
How nice is this? Okay, let's see.
That's great. What is that?
They're Chips?
Pizza chips?
Pizza potato. Oh my God, there are pizza. Oh my God, look at this.
What is that?
Kit Kat.
Just a lemon Kit Kat?
Salty lemon, it says.
They're gonna have to open up the border so that we can
Cheetos barbecue. Oh, look, there's like steak on there.
Oh.
It's like a steak flavored Cheeto. Japanese Smarties. The size of it does look like it. And then this is more Japanese Smarties. They look exactly like them.
And they're like in pill form.
Yeah, this is awesome. Should I try one of these things?
I don't know if you should do it without me, man. That's not right.
Let me try the Smartie. One Smartie?
One Smartie.
Because I can take one out of the pill form here. Whoa.
Oh.
Looks like a Smartie, for sure. Smells like a Smartie. It's a Smartie. Yeah, it's 100% a Smartie. Thank you, Critical Eats Japan.
I really want to try those pizza chips.
I can open one of these, no? You want to wait?
You run the risk. Just eat it if you want to eat it. I'll cry in the corner later.
No, they're individually packaged.
Oh, good.
Look at this. It's a lemon Kit Kat. That is bizarre. Okay. That's good. I wish Jason were here.
Can I have some?
And actually, if you want to send us something, you can. Our address is in the description below. So, okay, back to the quiz.
Here we go. Number 9. Which country had more Freemasons as founding fathers? The correct answer, Canada.
Oh.
The United States had 9 signers of the Declaration of Independence who were known Freemasons, whereas Canada had 11.
There's no movie like National Treasure for Canada to give me that reference.
No.
So I had to go with the U.S. on that one.
Okay, here we go.
This is
Final
it.
question.
Tie
For all the
game.
marbles.
This is the one you got to really think. Which country holds the biggest fireworks displays at Niagara Falls?
Oh, I have to.
Okay, only because you're going that way and I have to make it a different game. I'm going
No.
US on this one.
Oh, Jason,
Yeah?
go with your gut, man. Okay,
Yeah.
the correct answer, it's a tie.
What a
Canada and the United States, in an act of friendship, hold a joint celebration on both July the 1st and July the 4th. They both light off fireworks to celebrate both countries' holidays together.
twist. Oh, man.
It's so beautiful.
I can't think of a better way to end a trivia than to say something like that.
It's a tie. I mean, I could throw you a tiebreaker if you really want.
All right, Jason wants it. Let's do it. We have a tiebreaker coming up. Also want to interject and say we have a Patreon page where we post a lot of behind-the-scenes videos, exclusive content. There's a lot of extra stuff that doesn't go into these episodes that we're going to post on there. There's a link in the description. We'd love to see you there. Oh, by the way, I was on a podcast.
You were on a podcast?
I was on a podcast, TV Guidance Counselor. We look at old TV guides. You go through and pick primetime shows that you would have watched from this week that you picked. I picked like 1998, and we talk about the shows that I would have watched. A lot of The Simpsons. The Canadian guide in Canada is different. We had a different TV guide than what you would have had. He actually had some old copies of a Canadian TV guide, and he also sent me a US TV guide, so I was able to also compare the two. Very interesting. Anyways, It's awesome. I'll put a link in the description to listen. Really, really fun. Let's go back to the quiz one more time.
Okay, here we go. Which country has won more Stanley Cups?
I think I know this.
Okay, the correct answer is the U.S.
No.
Yeah, but they do have more teams.
This is true, but like I was thinking earlier on was...
We had them up until the 2000s. That's when things started to change.
Don't forget, most of the teams are made up of Canadians.
That's true.
I get to do this now.
I'm sorry, you know.
Wow, I can't thank you enough, Mr.
this
Zimmer.
is
This
great.
was fantastic. Learned a lot. We tied, but we couldn't stand for that. Jason, you are the winner.
Jason is the winner.
All right,
all
well,
good fun.
thank you so much.
Anytime, my friend.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to
Thank
meet you, Jason. Big fan, Jason. Big fan.
Wow.
Well, I hope you have a great Independence Day. Sorry, 4th of July.
Thank you. I hope you have a great 1st of July.
Canada Day, thank you. Or Dominion Day, as we've learned. And now that it's confirmed, I won't be doing much, as is the norm.
I can't wait until all of this is over and you can come over and celebrate with us.
I can't wait. Your hair looks great, by the way.
Yeah?
Keep saying your hair just goes into
It looks
place.
the same no matter what.
How do you feel?
She did a great job.
Check out the links below to our Patreon page. We got a lot of behind the scenes stuff, how we make our videos. Follow Jason you have a new Twitter handle.
It's Jason Uplifter.
I like it. I'm at Joseph_video. If you like this video, please like, and if you really like it, you can subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we put out another video. We have these other videos right here for you to watch. Some of them are when we were actually used to be in the same room together. Happy Independence 4th of July Day.
Happy Canada Day.
Bye-bye.